You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
It's Thursday, the 8th of January. This is James Spann. We've got some very active weather coming up. We have the dual threat of heavy rain and flooding, and maybe a few strong storms, possibly severe storms tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, into early in the day on Saturday. So we'll take a look at all of the new data together. And let's begin with the current upper air look. We have a shortwave trough coming out of the southwest that did produce some severe weather over northeast Oklahoma this morning. Actually had a couple of tornadoes there. But around here, once again, things are relatively quiet this afternoon. That's the visible satellite view. Got a few peaks of sun, breaks in the overcast, but the sky generally cloudy. But as expected, just not much rain. We've had a couple of very tiny showers, but really not much happening on radar at mid-afternoon. And as expected, the weather very mild again today. South Alabama in the 70s. Look at Mobile, 78. Chatham in Washington County, 78. Montgomery at 74. 60s for the Tennessee Valley. So in advance of the approaching system, we now have a flash flood watch in effect for about the northern half of the state. This is north of a line from near Demopolis to Selma to Prattville, Wetumpka, and Valley, Lafayette. Counties in green on that map. And that's where we'll see some pretty impressive rain amounts tomorrow into Saturday. Around the nation, we've got winter storm warnings in effect for some of the western states with the same trough. So for the rest of today and tonight, there is a marginal risk of severe storms from near Vicksburg, Mississippi to just south of Chicago. Areas in dark green on that map. And tomorrow, a risk of severe storms from southeast Texas into parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. And really, there's no change in Alabama. We have a level 2 out of 5 risk for parts of west, central, and northwest Alabama. A level 1 out of 5 marginal risk as far south as Lafayette, Montgomery, and Brewton. And this is a very conditional threat. There's a chance we get away with no severe storms at all. It all depends on the amount of instability available. We'll take a look at the new data here shortly. And keep in mind, this outlook runs through 6 a.m. Saturday. And then after 6 a.m. Saturday, we have a very low-end marginal risk, level 1 out of 5 for much of the state. That's for leftover showers and storms Saturday. And again, I would suggest the chance of severe storms on Saturday very, very low. The big deal, it's going to be the rain. Here's the updated rain forecast from NOAA's WPC, the Weather Prediction Center. The axis of the heavier rain has shifted a little to the south in this update. This is suggesting the heaviest rain could be near the Interstate 20-59 corridors. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden. This is showing 3.2 inches of rain for Birmingham. That'll help the drought. Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden, over 2 inches. Montgomery, now almost 2 inches. 2 inches for Monroeville down in South Alabama, but still, Dothan, not that much. The total there, just 0.3 of an inch. And so, the new drought monitor was released this morning. It's been a very busy day. I've not had a chance to insert the new update, but I will do that right now, and we'll watch it change together. And really, I'm not expecting a whole lot of change here, and sure enough, it's not changing that much. And there we go. So the amount of Alabama in a drought has now increased from 87% to 91%. So drought conditions have intensified. So getting rain amounts like this, that's a good thing. That's not going to totally crush a drought, but it's a really, really good start. So let's break it down and talk about what's to come with this thing. Here we go. This is tomorrow. Model fans, European, 12Z run, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Got a trough to the west, a southwest flow aloft, and rain should be moving in during the day. But let's go to high-resolution modeling, which tells a better story. This is the high-resolution HRRR. HRRR is high-resolution rapid refresh. And this is valid tomorrow morning. This is early, tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock. And we got a batch of rain moving into the northern third of the state. And with morning rain like that, that could make it fairly hard for the air mass to recover and destabilize for really big storms later in the day. So this is 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That initial batch of rain and thunderstorms gradually sagging southward. And there could be a strong storm involved in that, especially around Selma, down toward Grove Hill, if this verifies. But for most of the state, that's just rain with some standard thunder. And again, that's 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So this is 9 o'clock tomorrow night. And again, you can see kind of how the axis of the heavier rain has shifted south. And really, tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, this is suggesting the heavier rain could be along and south of Interstate 20. And I will say, even these good high-resolution models have been all over the board here. So confidence in placing the axis of the highest rain, not especially high, but no doubt a pretty good chunk of north-central Alabama is going to see a lot of rain. Now, the question is, could we see any severe storms? Well, this is what's lacking here. This is the surface-based cape. Instability, buoyancy coming off the HER tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. And there's just not much. A little bit over southwest Alabama. Now, this is at the same hour, but this is coming off a different model. This is the European. Instability values a little higher, but even that's not that much. But it doesn't take a lot in the cold season for strong to severe storms, but the wind dynamics not overly impressive. And accordingly, this is the STP, the significant tornado parameter, everybody under 1 unit, basically meaningless. So it's a very conditional threat. If the air can destabilize, there could be a few storms with strong gusty winds, maybe an isolated brief tornado or two. But that remains to be seen. Most of the good objective guidance we're seeing here shows very little instability. And this just could be a big rain event with no severe storms at all. But as always, we have to pay attention with any system like that this time of the year. So this is Saturday. Let's go to the high-resolution HER model. This is valid Saturday at noon. And most of the organized showers and storms shifting into southeast Alabama. And the model actually showing a few little patches of light rain over the northern counties. So we'll mention a chance of some lingering light rain Saturday morning for North Alabama. The better chance of showers and storms by Saturday afternoon shifting into the southeastern counties of the state. And again, the overall chance of severe storms on Saturday is quite low. We're just not that concerned about that. And again, I really do believe that's going to be the big story, the amount of rain we see. Many spots in the 2 to 3 inch range over the northern two-thirds of the state, and that could create some flooding. And again, if you missed it, there is a flash flood watch in effect for about the northern two-thirds of the state. Counties as far south as Sumter, Marengo, Dallas, Autauga, Elmore, Tallapoosa, and Chambers, and points north. So Sunday, colder and drier air arrives. Highs drop in the 40s over North Alabama, 50s for the southern counties of the state. The sky will be sunny. Monday morning, many spots will be below freezing. Again, the high Monday, upper 40s and 50s. This is Tuesday, mostly sunny with highs in the 50s. And then Wednesday, a trough could squeeze out a few sprinkles, but it looks like no big deal. And a week from today, this is Thursday the 15th, you can see that trough digging through the southeastern states, but again with very limited moisture. It seems like any meaningful rain would be confined to the Gulf Coast on Thursday. Let's keep going. This is 10 days out. This is Sunday, the 18th. And again, we've got a trough axis a little north and west of here. But again, not much moisture, so that looks seasonal. Here's a look at rain for the next 15 days. The mean right at 4 inches between now and the 23rd of January. And understand the bulk of that will be tomorrow night, into Saturday. The following week looks relatively dry. Temperatures, a couple of more days of this mild weather, then highs come way down with 40s and 50s for Sunday and all of next week. Lows in the 20s and 30s. And just in the latest long-range guidance, this is for the 16th through the 22nd of January. Temperatures a little below average, if this verifies. Hey, let's roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. Love a big crowd. Look at this. Valley Junior High, Walker County. Oh, boy, had the whole school in the gym. Pre-K all the way through 8th grade. They were outstanding today. I love it. Coming back after Christmas break, wanting to learn a little science, and we did that today. And, ooh, boy, check out those cookies. And the lunchroom ladies are the best. They made me an amazing lunch. It was outstanding. But what a great school. We talked about thunderstorms, tornadoes, weather safety, weather forecasting, and much more. So again, to all of these great students and teachers at Valley Junior High in Walker County, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You know you guys are looking good. So tomorrow going to be in Calhoun County at Alexandria Elementary School, home of the Valley Cubs, for a program there. And Saturday, it's a book signing we're going to be at Elena's place from 9:30 until 12:30. That's right in the middle of downtown Alexander City. A little rain around. We don't expect any severe problems. But if you love weather, you need to come see us. We take a lot of pictures, have a lot of fun. It's good. Great shirts, all of our children's books, and much more. So again, Elena's Place in Alexander City, Saturday between 9:30 and 12:30. We hope to see you there. Don't forget, you can catch my forecast this evening on ABC 3340 News and every day on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, 98.7 KISS. Thanks for watching. Have a terrific Thursday evening, and God bless.